his first year in the NBA, which he's getting paid for, it's like a college season at Duke. Give a damn about no back-to-back. You're 19 years old. 19 years old. Okay? 19 years old, getting paid, ain't playing for free. All right, figure it out.
Oh, just a spring
Especially since you're trying to make the playoffs. Now, if you're not trying to make the playoffs, or like we said about Steph Curry, with Steph Curry, Max, I mean, why the hell bring it back now? It's not that. Steph Curry's a 3-time champion. He's a 2-time league MVP. He went to 5 straight NBA finals. Damn it, and he's injured. Excuse me, I got to protect my future investment because he already got $200 million coming to him. I don't need him getting hurt again for some meaningless regular season game. All right, but Zion just got here. Your baby. You just got here, and you missed all of these games. Look, back-to-back, don't practice then. Let him sit down during practice. I think everybody needs to practice right now when you're that young, but damn it, sit him down for practice. But those guys, oh, by the way, he only averages 29 minutes a game.
Jay, where are you?
What's the problem?
Did you just say everyone and compare everyone at 19 to Zion Williamson?
No, I was talking about responsibility.
I know, but you were saying as it relates to practicing, right? Take it there. Well, I'm just saying, everyone is not a guy who weighs 285 pounds. Okay. I've heard you say that multiple times. You cannot teach 285 pounds. So those are not the words of Stephen A. Smith.
That's what those are. Those are my words.
Let's talk this through, Stephen A. The question is, are you concerned? Max, I'm always on the show. I usually disagree with you. I don't disagree with him, but I disagree with him vehemently right now. How many times has he gotten injured in the past 3 years?
3?
4.
It's 4. I counted 3. Okay.
Injury prone. Sure. 285 pounds. Right. He played 33 minutes last night. Mm-hmm. We went back and we watched tape last night. Mm-hmm. He was getting beat defensively time after time after time again. Mm-hmm. You've seen him go on the sideline. They're rubbing his knee. They're taking off the bandage.
I didn't see that.
I'm saying multiple times now.
I didn't see that.
Not multiple times, but I'm saying this has happened over the course of the last 4 or 5 games. Okay. You have to think about that. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not saying he shouldn't play tonight, but these are questions. You're always going to have concerns about Zion.
Should he play?
I don't know if he should tonight.
What would you, as a coach, what would you decide? I'd sit him.
Minutes restriction, or I would sit him.
Hey, I have no.
And I understand that you're saying about the playoff race, but I'm thinking about I want this guy for the next 5 or 6 years.
I have no problem.
I'm not worried about making the playoffs right now.
Problem, just for the record, I have no problem with the minutes restrictions. And also, I don't even think it should be about minutes. I think as a coach, you put him out there and you watch him. Okay, I don't like how he's looking right now. Sit down. I got no problems with that. But I'm just going to walk into the game in the middle of a playoff race with my guy that's averaging 24 and 7.
Not exactly a race. They're like, what, 4 games back now?
Can I say, you know what happened last night? You know what happened last night?
Right.
The pace of the game was 117 last night when he was on the court.
He was getting turned
The
around.
fastest. And you know where he got attacked? And PNRs, defensively, each and every possession. So when he gets tired, that's when you become injury prone.
Especially since he hustles.
That's what I'm
saying.
He
was putting in energy on defense. He was just getting beat because he looked tired.
I'm always concerned about that with that weight and the tire because the conditioning is not all the way there.
I want to answer all your things. You said quick one-word responses like, is he getting paid? Yes, right? Are they in a playoff race? Kind of. They're in the hunt still. They haven't given up. All those things are true. The playoff thing changes it because it is valuable for a young team to make the playoffs and get that experience. And in a perfect world, that's what would. So it's not an easy decision. That's what I mean. It's a hard decision. That's when discipline comes in. When it's hard, not when it's an easy decision. I'd make myself a Pelicans fan. That's what I do to think, like, what would I want to happen? If I'm a Pelicans fan, what's more important? We're 4 games out. I want Zion against Doncic as an NBA fan. As a Pelicans fan, I want to try and win the game. Hold on a second. This could be a championship nucleus. And not only that, they only got 6 years on the outside to make it work. Then Zion's going to ask out of town. So is this game more important than maximizing my chances over the next couple of years with a young Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Zion, cap space? Nah, man. I want this dude healthy.
Hey, man, I'm not knocking you for your position because I don't think it's a position to be knocked, to be quite honest with you. I respect where you're coming from. I just respectfully disagree. And I'm going to go to you as a former player because this is what bothers me about former players that take this position. You see, when this dude that was this lethal All-American, scoring machine, national champion, coming out of Duke, ended up being the number 2 overall pick. You see, what I remember is that guy, that age, along with the ages that preceded that, didn't have the luxury of taking such positions. I remember y'all having to get on the court and accept the fact that, excuse me, there's a responsibility that comes along with it. I got to manage my way around it. Now, it doesn't mean that you hustle up and down the court every possession. It doesn't mean that you don't manage yourself to some degree. It doesn't mean that a minutes restriction doesn't get employed. We saw Michael Jordan go through that. There were times when Michael Jordan once went to Phil Jackson and was like, I'm really tired. I'm really exhausted tonight. Phil Jackson said, I got you. I'll get you out of there. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to go on the court and wreak havoc for the first quarter. I'll rest you the rest of the night. Michael Jordan dropped like 20 or 22 in the first quarter, and then he was off for the rest of the night. What I'm saying
Michael Jordan's from Krypton.
But I'm just using it as an example to highlight that there are ways to work around things, as opposed to having the kind of mentality you endorse. And my issue with it is that you and people before you were never allowed to think like that.
Because
watch it, today's player, with all of this money, be allowed to be like that.
Because I was not 285 pounds. I was 100.
Here we go.
Stephen A.
Here
Smith.
we go.
Stephen
Here we
A.
go.
Smith.
So he's only 280 pounder that was in the NBA
At
before?
6'6", yes, he is.
Excuse me, how much
You
did
say you've never seen
Barkley weigh?
Barkley was not 285 pounds.
Really? I'm sorry, that might be wrong. I
Charles
thought Barkley was 300. I thought Barkley was 300. I thought Barkley was damn near 300.
No, especially not as a rookie.
Hold on. I'm going
And by the way, he had an injury
I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. I'm willing to bet y'all Barkley was at least 280. The round man of rebound. Look, I'm looking it up. I'm trying to tell y'all, Charles Barkley. What? Watch. I may not be right. Barkley?
Malone was like 260.
Barkley's my brother. Barkley's my brother. I love you. But he was
that's going to hurt his feelings.
They just told me he was 252. I thought he was about 282. I really
can
did.
I say something?
I really did.
You bring up Jay.
Okay.
Stephen A, you bring up Jay Williams.
The producers just told me 252. I stand corrected, but I thought he was 282.
You bring
I
up
was
Jay
wrong.
Williams, and Jay, I know it's off the court of play, but to me, the lesson with Jay is be careful. Be careful when you have a prized commodity on and off the court. You have to be careful.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.